Hi everybody. Have you gathered that I make a lot of vegan food? And my endocrine really is just what I super food. Everything is about endocrine and equates to a plate of food in your life. So when you have a craving for food, it's normally for food that you really need. Sometimes, according to your mood, you want this food to help you through the mood problem, but it's not the underlying cause of that problem. Superfoods are what you need. So, a carrot is quite useful. I have prepped bean sprouts, chow mein from a few weeks ago. Now chicken is really good for you, but it has to be chicken with the skin and the red meat off the bone. So chicken breast is very nice and clean to eat, but it's not the best for your body, but it's perfectly fine for protein. The red meat, the pinky red meat, is the best for mood. It will help you through your low mood, in your dip, in your energy that you have. So I make vegan sausages and fake meatloaf, and vegan sausages. I make vegan sausages because I like vegan sausages. And our Poncho's meatballs. Very good vegan meatballs. So, different glasses. Let's have a better look at this now. Protein, carbohydrates for energy, fibre for good gut, and superfoods, flour. Flour is a good superfood. Bean sprouts, rice, beans, they're called pulses, and they are what you really need. Now, this is the 21st century, and we are not hunter-gatherers anymore. We do not go around the planet looking for food to eat as we go in the day. We can get it off the shelf. So you need to look for superfoods and put them into your diet somehow, and that will make you really healthy. You can even fight cancer with these things. Tomatoes are really good. Play havoc with your gums sometimes, because they can give you ulcerations if you're weak in iron. So you need to support your iron to help you have the antitoxins, which is tomatoes. So all you people that are boo-hooing tomatoes, I have the antidote for that, and it's called iron. Okay? So you can stop telling people it's causing arthritis, because it isn't. It's low iron mixed with the inability to take on cancerous fights. Antioxidants, tomatoes, CO2 in there when you bake them in the oven. The water turns to CO2, which will fight off cancer. My findings, I found that a long time ago. So anyway, we have our food, and our food we have to have, and our wealth and health comes from what we have in prosperity. We have another subject. Cool, man. What's this other subject? What's it all about? The other subject? What is the other subject all about? You tell me. I'm telling you. You talking to me, I'm talking to you. You talking to me, I'm talking to you. Food everything equates to a plate of food. And the meat thieves are all over the world, trying to take big business and sell it in different countries without the other one knowing. They'll hit you off at the pass all the way to Damascus, Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, Montenegro, Albania, suffers at the hands of food thieves. All over the world. The hue and cry in Eastern Europe is about food theft. And since they've been attacking all the seaports around the world with crime, everything's gone to Dubai, and I predict it will flop. This Dubai thing will flop. Because you can't send all the food to a place in the middle of nowhere and expect everybody to pay twice the amount for the food. Like the oil, like the gas, like all those things. So, the subject matter is quite hilarious, but really serious. All the foods that you eat are the ones that can save your life. So, when your body asks you for something, let's just take the sugar ones out of the way for a minute, okay? These are the ones that affect your cognitive thinking in the now. Forget the sugar, because this is diabetic, you know? Up sugar, down sugar, up sugar, down sugar. Makes you feel really horrible. But with a chow mein and some chicken, or a vegan substitute, with rice, potato starch, you can feel more stable with superfoods, pulses and beans. Now we have this problem at the moment with the universe going sporadic. It's 19 degrees off course, so we better change our glasses again. And I want you to think about why the water levels are all going like they are at the moment. It's because we've had 600 years of wood felling, 600 years of war, 600 years of taking minerals out of the ground, and now they're isolated into vehicles, airships, buildings. Apart from the metal that's in the ground, it will still act upon as the Earth's magnetic iron. Like the Eiffel Tower, for example, that's Earth to ground because it's built into the ground. All that metal is in the Earth's magnetism. But all the cars and all the aircraft and all the ships that are floating around the world are not in our magnetism. So that's a problem. And there's only one way to solve it, and that's grow more trees. So don't worry about it. The fact that we know that it's 150 years worth of North and South Pole divide moved in the axis to the planet according to the solar system. Now, what I want you to think about is why the seas are going more torrent, and that's because the planet is going on a tipped axis and spinning off further away and then coming in closer to the moon with the magnetic force causing real big tides. Lots of high tides, and it's because we're 19 degrees off. Now, somebody will say, if that's been like that for 150 years, how come it's only just started to do it? Well, it's to do with all the people sending rockets up into space since 1960. It makes a huge difference to our stratosphere and the inability to be able to protect our seas from harmful sun rays. It's not the ozone problem, that's always there, but it's adjusting to the planets at the other end and the black hole, which the sun radiates its nuclear energy radiation. So here we go, it's my science, copyrighted and everything. Because of the 150 years that we know about, it's only because 1960s and the 50s destruction of nuclear bombs and hydrogen use in space travel, causing a lot of problems with storms, freak storms, tornadoes, and what I call them now, hurrinados, where the tornado meets a hurricane. Makes this thing at the edge of the sea. And remember I told you about the Earth's magnetism? Well, it's meeting at the coastlines all over the world, and they do cause tsunamis. They're the cause of it. The fact that the current's not going across the seabed correctly, and at the moment there's more increased radiation from the tectonic plates. Heat and ions in the sea are changing. That's because it's trying to adjust to our pollution that we've caused through the inability to replace the trees. Now, I want you to think for a moment, what killed the dinosaurs? How come all that plant forestation still caused the big meteorite strike? Because all the meat eaters ate all the plant eaters, and the meteorites came to kill the meat eaters. So it adjusted, but it took a long time to regrow population of animals. The crocodile survived, and so did so many other animals. Dinosaurs developed into mammals and animals from that. So we can grow as much plant and as much tree as we like, as long as we don't forget to chop them down occasionally. The meteorite won't arrive to kill the dinosaurs if we do our bit. Choo choo choo, poo poo poo. We'll be fine. We just have to make sure we grow trees, chop them down occasionally when they've become too expanded. Same with plants. Now, what can we do with not just chopping down trees? It's not about just chopping down trees, it's taking the dead trees out and putting them back to soil to make more iron. So really, we could do forestry, but it wouldn't be any advantage to the universe's replacement of iron, because you're taking out that tree from its root. So whenever you chop a tree down, never, ever, ever, never, ever pull the root out. Let another sprig grow from it and grow another tree. So this is something we're going to have to do, claim more land. And if you think about it, when you chop the tree down and a new shoot